Hey, hi everyone, good evening. Today is 28th of October, and this is our fourth week that we've been chatting with our author of the month, and that is a person that wrote Blossom Tree in person of Sharon Fevrier. I got to try this time. Yeah. So it's good to welcome you guys all back tonight. For the past 4 weeks, we've been talking to this wonderful author that wrote the book called Blossom Tree. I'm hoping that you guys will go out there and grab a copy of this book. I actually have a good news for everyone. Yeah, I have a copy of mine. Can you all see that? So that is a copy of my book. Can you all see? Blossom Tree by Sharon Fevrier. So she's here with us. And like we said last week, we have a surprise for our audience for tonight. So if you are watching us tonight, or if you are still trying to make up your mind to say, should I watch? You better get going, because we have a surprise at the end of this conversation with none other person than Sharon. How are you, Sharon?
I'm good, Susanna. I'm good. Thank you. How are you doing?
Good. We've been having a bit of technicals, but now we are grand. We're okay. We're good to go. You're welcome again. So the fourth
Thank
week.
you.
Congratulations being the spotlighting for this month as a author of the month. October over in the UK has been a celebration of Black History Month. So it's good to be able to chat with you during this month. And next month here in Ireland, we're going to be doing African History Month, whereby we talk everything Africa. So being being a descendant of Africa, I'm sure you'll be delighted to to join us in that celebration. And I'm looking forward to talking to you the second week, where we're going to be talking
Absolutely.
to authors. So it's good to have you tonight. It's good. We've spoken about so many things, and most of the things we've talked about has to do with your book, which is A Blossom Tree. This is a book which you're passionate about, and this is a book that we believe is going to inspire so many people out there. It's going to motivate women, mostly women, but men as well. We have a lot to learn within the book, because they also need to get motivated when it comes to being a man. So it's really going to give them that opportunity to enjoy and to have those experiences. We've talked about different type of things. So tonight we're talking about something totally different, and we're going to do a little bit summary of all the things we've spoken about in terms of getting this book, Blossom Tree. We're going to be talking tonight about remembering your essence. Remembering your essence. So to remember who you are as a person, it is important to really have that, memory. You carry it with you in the way you do things. And I've seen that in yourself as well. So thank you very much for tonight. Introduce yourself again to our audience and those that might have the opportunity to watch these. Let them get to know you. Tell them a little bit about this wonderful book. I have a signed copy.
Hey.
So that's a signed copy, guys. Go and grab your copy. Don't be jealous. Just go and grab your copy. So I have a signed copy, and we have a surprise for everyone at the end. So don't forget that. For those that are watching, there's a surprise at the end. Go and grab a friend of yours, get a cup of tea, and let's just enjoy the evening with our author, Sharon Fevrier.
Thank you. Thank you, Susanna. So I am Sharon Fevrier. I am the author of Blossom Tree. And Blossom Tree, I wrote and published on the 15th of March 2018. So this is my third year of being an author. So thank you for having me tonight, Susanna. And for the last 3 weeks, I really enjoyed being here and talking about Blossom Tree and the different elements of Blossom Tree. So a little bit about myself. Like I said, I'm an author. I live in London, South London. I am a mother. I work in special educational needs, and I have a visual impairment due to sickle cell disease. I was born and raised in, like I said, in Luton, Bedfordshire, to Dominican parents. So I really am quite excited now to be talking today about remembering your essence as a person, as an individual. In life, I feel that we have many titles, mother, sister, daughter, friend, companion, employee. We have so many different titles, and sometimes we're pulled different areas, different ways by different people all the time, and we're influenced by so many different people all the time that actually sometimes people want us to do the things that we're not always so comfortable to do. And tonight really is about talking about how it is for you to remember the person that you are, remember your core values, and remembering that your essence is your beliefs, your beliefs, your core values, your experiences have molded you to make you the person that you are. And just because you may have opinions now doesn't mean that you're fixed, your opinions are fixed. It just means that these are the values that you have right now, and these are the values that make your core, make your essence. So that's the purpose of us having this conversation today, and just really trying to explore what that means.
Exactly. So to all our viewers, you need to stay tuned to the end, because we really have a big surprise for those of you that is joining us. Can you drop your name in our comment box? For those of you that are online watching us right now, you can drop your names, just a comment. Can you drop a comment for us in the chat place, for those of you that are watching? Sharon, it's good to talk to you. This is our 4th week. It's been interesting every Thursday. I'm looking up to dressing up in the evening to come and have this chat. I just went to take a shower and get myself dressed up. And I'm meeting my queen. So it's queen time,
Thank you.
So it is all about the book Blossom Tree. And it's a privilege for us to be talking to you, to have this opportunity to have this one-on-one conversation with you about what it means to remember our essence as a people. Because like you said there, it just laid the foundation of your core values if you allow that to shine through you. And the book Blossom Tree really spoke a lot about what it means to keep that essence within you as a woman. Even when you are going through so many difficult things, you always have to remember that's who you are. You have to remember who you are, and you don't allow your troubles, your challenges to overshadow that essence that is in you.
And absolutely. And it's also about ensuring that you're not negatively influenced, and you don't, some people, they really absorb all the information that they see on television, that they see on social media, that their partners tell them. Very much my main character in Blossom Tree, her name was Chantel. And Chantel ended up getting into a relationship. But within that relationship, while she was deep in the heart of the relationship, she felt that her thoughts, her opinions, her feelings were not necessarily taken into consideration, and were almost like second in the ranking order of the other person's feelings, wants, needs, and desires. So, Chantel, in the end, she decided that she needed to focus on the things that she wanted to make herself happy, because other people are making themselves happy. They do whatever they need to do to make themselves happy. But what is it that we need to make ourselves happy? What is it that we need to ensure that we follow our heart, our desires? We grow up watching Disney films, and Disney films have a lot to answer for, because in every Disney film there seems to be that the boy gets the girl gets the boy. and everybody's all happy and so. But in relationships, we know it's never straightforward. It's never simple. We have to compromise. There are two separate people trying to find their way in a relationship. And sometimes it is a bit of a tug of war where we find that one person feels that their views are stronger and more meaningful than somebody else's views. But it is really important to take other people's views into consideration, but remembering that actually, if we're happy, then it means that the whole household is happy. And it doesn't mean that we have to compromise ourselves till there's nothing left. It just means that communication is key, and it is about talking to our partners or whoever else it is to make sure that they understand where we're coming from, and they, you understand where they're coming from. An example I give in my blog, which is attached to this link, hopefully it's on the link, but it's
Yes,
also on my...
I put
Yeah,
the blog in the comment space there.
lovely.
So for those people can see it there, they can click on the blog and they can go and read a little bit more about remembering your essence. And
Yeah,
so there's
yeah.
let me
There's
just pause you a little bit. There's a lot of greetings out there. People doing sending us all this emoji to say they do care and a lot of love. And we have there's another great author there, who is this? Reese, sorry, Reese. She's there. She's watching. There's so much love. People are just dropping emojis of loves. So there's so
Oh,
much love out there for you. So thank you so much, guys. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So imagine a situation where you're raising your children with your partner, you have children, and you're vegan and your partner eats everything. Or vice versa, you eat everything, but your partner's vegan. And he wants to raise the children as vegan, but you have a feeling that if you raise your children as vegans, then they may not get all the nutrients that you want them to get, because you might not always have all the food groups within the foods that you cook. So,
Yeah,
imagine that situation where you're trying to have that discussion with your partner about what's right, what's wrong with regards to food. Imagine your Jehovah's, your denomination is Jehovah's Witness, and you're maybe Baptist or Pentecostal yourself, but at some point you're going to need a blood product. You're going to need blood in order to go to hospital. You have to go to hospital and kind of heal from whatever problem's going on. Like I said, in my book, my main character has sickle cell. So can you imagine being in a situation where you actually need a blood donation, but your partner is anti-blood because
yeah.
of his religious beliefs? What kind of conflicts would then arise? Of course, it'd be really challenging. So at some point, you have to make a decision about what is best for you. And ultimately, in the end, your health is everything. Without your health, you have nothing. So it's just, those are some of the things that, you have to consider when you're thinking about your core, you're thinking about your essence, the things that are really true to you. Have those discussions even before you embark on a relationship with someone, because you might find it's a deal breaker.
You're totally right there. And I know tonight we're putting a summary of all our conversation for the past 4 weeks. So it's been a month that we've been coming in every Thursday evening like this to have a chat and to talk about the book Blossom Tree. For our audience, the website is on in the chat box. You can find us on YouTube channel, which is this conversation with Susanna. You can get us there. Please subscribe when you go and visit us on our YouTube channel. You can see us on Twitter, which is the African Caribbean. On Twitter, you can see us there, and you can find us on our Facebook page. You're actually on my profile, so my friends on my profile, you could see us there. So tonight we're talking about essence. The word essence is such a word that is full of life and so meaningful. We've spoken about relationship. I think last week we were talking about issues that you can have within a relationship. Issues that can come up. And one of the things we spoke about last week was about, was it last week or week before, that we were talking about when you go out on a date, and if you had
Dating
to,
disasters versus
yeah, dating
romantic
disaster was
relationships.
where we were talking, yeah. And you can connect that with what it means to when we talk about your essence as a person, that how do you carry yourself as a person, how do you allow your light to shine through especially in a relationship, either a relationship with a female or a relationship with a male, whatever relationship you are in, either as a friend to a friend or as a friend to a lover, whichever relationship it is important for our essence to be able to shine through. Now, tell us one thing about this book. I love the color of the tree in between, that red, very, that color. Now, when you wrote this book, how did you come up with this graphic on the front of your book, that when looking at it there, everybody will be seeing it there, just there, that reddish tree? I know that is a sign of love, but how do you come up with this design, as in the graphic design for this book?
There's a time in the book where Chantel, my main character, she looks outside the window and sees blue skies. And so I really wanted to incorporate the blue sky in the book. Of course, it's about love, but it's also, more deeply, more intensely about loving yourself and the things that you want in your life to make you happy. Yes, it is about a relationship, but it's about my main character finding her essence once more.
Yeah.
I remember my main character has sickle cell and blood is red. So
Yeah.
we have a red
Okay.
tree.
So the red tree. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know what, to be honest, Susanna, no one's really asked me that before, but that's the reality.
Yeah.
So thank you for that question.
It is important, because I'll tell you, when I've done nearly 3 books now, which are all collective book, and when I was doing those books, a lot of thought goes into the cover page. So that's why I'm coming from, because you really wanted to speak your language, and a lot of thought goes into it. So that's why I wanted to know what are the thinking behind. And I always like this, to say this, and even when I'm working with somebody, when they're trying to put their book together, I keep telling them from the beginning to start thinking how they want the cover to look like, so that when people pick it, so it speaks something to them. And so the book speaks
it's
a lot
quite
of volume.
striking. It's quite eye-catching. You've got this red heart for your tree, and who has a red heart for a tree?
Yeah.
But there's implications, and there are implications to the tree as well, because the tree is very important. The tree is life, and the tree is very significant in the book. But you don't find out from this conversation. You'll find out from reading the book why the tree is so significant.
Why the tree is so important. And if you look at the shape of love for the first time, I'm just looking at it from the point of this tree. It's 2 things coming together, and when it goes down, it becomes one. It just goes, and like you say in tree, it's the love do bosom. If you look at the way the love shape goes round, love just starts and it bosom, and it comes out again, and you become one, united in love. When you say one, you're united in love together, and that's what unites you guys together. And the slogan for the book is love, born, rise. So those are your slogan for this book: love, born, rise. When you say born, what is your interpretation of that?
So the book is split into 3 sections: love, burn, rise. And the first section, love, of course, it's about the honeymoon period. It's about feeling happy, the happiness that you have when you first embark on a relationship with someone, that heart beating moment when you decide that you actually really love this person. You want to be with them. You want to spend time with them. So that's very much what the love section is, and it's the build up to how the relationship kind of plateaus and settles in to to being a couple, how they settle to be a couple. Burn is in black. Sorry, it's in red. So burn is in red because you kind of signify, you kind of think about being burnt, being hurt. It's a red color. Like you think about even
It's a
the flame.
danger zone. It's a danger zone in the relationship. You could call it a danger zone.
It's an area within the relationship, within the book, where there are lots of challenges. It's fast paced. There's a lot going on at that time. So I really wanted to just try and make it quite significant. But then my last section is rise, and rise is where you find that place within yourself, within your relationship, within your home, where you are comfortable, where you are happy, and you work towards that. You work towards it. It doesn't happen automatically, but it's something that you have to work towards. So that's why it's got rise there as well.
Thank you very much. For those that might be thinking again of grabbing a copy of this book, and that might have the opportunity to watch us, tell them again. I have it in the chat box for those that might want to buy it, but just let us know again where would they get this book. And Christmas is coming for those of us that are celebrating Christmas, and even if not for Christmas, a lot of people are having their birthday, and you don't have to wait till a birthday to get somebody grab a copy of this book and get it for a friend to read. Their life is going to blossom just like a tree. Yeah,
so
it's going to blossom.
So you can contact me on Instagram. My Instagram is ms_Sharona. So ms_Sharona. I'm on Facebook as Sharon Fevrier, and also as my Facebook page, Blossom Tree Love. You can contact me there. Also on my website, my contact details there are on email. So it's sharonfevrier.com, sharonfevrier.com. So those are the main areas, but definitely Instagram, contact me. You can get a signed copy. However, you can also get a copy on Amazon Kindle, and you can get a copy on Apple Books. So those are the online, but also you can get paperback through Amazon and all online major retailers. There's a shop in North London called New Beacon Books, so you can also buy a copy in the bookstore. But if you contact me, you can get Blossom Tree for a discounted price, and it will also be a signed copy. So please feel free to contact me. Remember, Christmas is coming, Kwanzaa is coming. People will celebrate towards the end of the year.
Exactly. Now, guys, if you go onto the chat comment space, you will find all the details of the website, so you can easily contact Sharon to be able to pick up, grab a copy of the book. And if you like to just have a connection with her and get her to sign a copy of your book, that would be fantastic. It's been great chatting with you tonight. We've had a wonderful 1 month of celebration of you as an author, celebration of your work in terms of your book, which is a blossom tree, which I believe is going to blossom people's life if they grab a copy and read it. Or they can easily also, if they want to equip their knowledge, they can go onto your website. You have your blog site. So each of these topics that we've spoken about, you've written a blog on it, whereby just to enhance our knowledge a little bit more, so that people can go there and read it. I have them in our chat comments, guys, so you can easily click on it. If you're on YouTube or you're on Twitter, you can easily click on it and get to see it. So what is your final word this evening?
Well, there is a quiz this evening.
So I hope, guys, you're ready for the quiz. Just to see what I'm going to do before we do that, we're just going to have a bit of break while we share the link more again, and to see if we get more people to join us. So we have a break for now. Guys, okay. So the question is coming up. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. We have a big surprise for everyone, and Sharon has. I think you have a question. So if you're there, you will have to drop your comments drop the answer in the comment space. So go ahead, fire off.
So, in the beginning of this talk, this discussion, I said where my parents were from in the Caribbean. And the competition is, if you can name where my parents are from, you will receive this
copy
book, Blossom Tree.
Blossom Tree. Now, actually, I've forgotten myself. So, guys, if you can remember the question, I'll put the question out there. I'm going to put the question there for those of you. So the question is that question is this, guys. So do you remember
where my parents are from in the Caribbean?
Okay, where's Sharon? Parents are from.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Hello, I can hear you. So don't
I'm not
worry.
sure if you can hear me, but
I can.
The main question, the question today is, where are my parents from in the Caribbean? I'm not sure if Suzanne is still with us, but hopefully she is, and she should be coming back on soon. But we were coming towards the end of the broadcast. Suzanne, you're back.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm putting the question on there, and the question is there that people can see.
Susanna, I can't hear you, so I'm not sure if the listeners can hear you.
Okay, I don't know why you can't hear me. You should be able to hear me.
I'm not sure if the listeners can hear me.
I can hear you.
Again, I am Sharon Fevrier, author of Blossom Tree. It's been a really great experience being here for the last 4 weeks to discuss so many different elements and topics within Blossom Tree. It's very multi-layered, covering topics such as health, relationship.
That's okay. So guys, while we are waiting for Sharon to come back, so thank you guys. Thanks to everyone watching us. The question is out there for you guys to have a look at it. The question is that do you remember where Sharon Fevrier's parents are from in the Caribbean? So our parents, they are from the Caribbean. So if you could remember where the parents are from, put the question in this chat box. If you watched us, they are from Caribbean. So if you could remember, please put the question in the chat box. I'm going to get it, and we're going to contact you, and we're going to send you the surprise. And the surprise is you get a copy of the book. Look at it. Blossom Tree, Love Born Rise from Sharon Fevrier. So that is my copy, and it is signed. This is signed. So guys, it is good to have you guys for the past 4 weeks. Every Thursday evening, you guys have been joining us. I know there's one person that has been joining us for the past 4 weeks. Yeah, you're welcome back, Sharon. Yeah, that's okay. No, you Sharon, you're welcome back. Good to have you back. We lost you there, but that is fantastic. Just say your goodbyes, and then it's wonderful to have you. Now, if I've said to the people, when I see the answer, I'll contact them and we can send the book to them.
Great, thank you.
So, do you want to say good night? So we say it together. It's been wonderful 4 weeks. We've had our girly time chatting. I've really enjoyed this whole experience with you, and I'm looking forward to welcoming you for next week, starting
Thank
on
you.
the 8th of November to celebrate the African Author Day Island during the African History Month. So, do you want to say a goodbye to everyone?
Thank you all so much for tuning in, for being with us. Remember, you can catch us on the replay.
Thank you,
So
Damola.
yeah,
Bye
hi
bye.
Pamela. Catch us on the
No, this is
replay. And
Damilola Abbas, another person. Hi, Damilola.
hello,
Bye.
Damilola. Yeah, so you can catch this interview, this talk, this discussion on the replay, and you will be able to find the answer to the question in order to get a signed copy of the book sent to you in the post. So thank you so much. It's been a real pleasure being here with you for the last 4 weeks, Susanna. I really enjoyed our
Yeah.
conversations.
So
And
what is really your take home for this whole chatting time?
my take, yeah, do you know what? It's made me think about the different elements of the book, and it's made me think about so many people affected in so many different ways, but how so many people have managed to pull through situations, how people have been resilient, how people have managed to um, learn more about themselves, and even do my blogs as I've been blogging. And
Yeah,
we've been talking about the blogs as well.
yeah,
It's enabled me to kind of break things down into so many different ways. Like I said, Blossom Tree is very multi-layered. There's so much within the book, with regards to, like I said, health and relationships and loving yourself and even spirituality. And
dating.
yeah. So I think it's really important that we think about ourselves and we value ourselves for the people that we are, for the struggles that we've been through, for what we've learned through life, and the people that we are going to be. Because who we are today is not going to be who we are tomorrow
Yeah,
necessarily. We learn so much and we're influenced so much by other things. But all in all, it is about knowing who we are, what our core is, what our essence is, our beliefs, our values, and hold them true to ourselves, because if we don't, no one else will. That's the
yeah.
reality.
And I think my take home is one, is that, towards the end, I've realized that the book is about blossom your life, blossom your mood, blossom, whatever way you want to use the word blossom. It's just bring that kind of energy into your life. I've enjoyed the complaint. That's the complaint. I've enjoyed that.
Me too.
So yeah, at least it gets me dressing up every Thursday evening. So I've enjoyed, and there's been so much. I love the dating one,
Oh,
whereby it's just about the reality, and for me, it's click what with what we did this night. It's about your essence as a person,
yeah.
really getting to know who you are and how you want to be treated by people. How do you want to be treated by a man, or how do you feel you treat yourself? How do you treat yourself? And what are the values that you hold to yourself as well? It's that a standard out of it, and it has allowed me as well to just get to know more about the book itself, and just to realize how all this kind of, when we write books, sometimes we don't realize the power that goes with it, and that the power that goes with this book is so much that it could just make our life more easier than we think.
If it enables one person to make a change, to make a difference in their life,
Yeah,
to realize what they want from what they don't, if it enables at least one person minimum, then I
yeah,
know that I've done my job in writing
exactly.
something that's fiction, but it's moved people and it's changed people's emotions. 1 minute people have told me that they're crying, then
Yeah.
the next minute they're laughing, then the next minute they're
Oh,
really angry.
good,
And if
good.
it changes so many people's emotions like that,
Emotions within that period of time of reading
then
it.
I'm happy for that.
So I'm going to give a good shout out to the person that has just joined us, just to say we recognize your presence there. Share this with other people. Demi Lola Abbas, thanks for joining us. And there's someone, that two people that I knew that have been joining us all through this 4 week, which is Pamela Hayes.
Hey,
Thank you, Pamela. Shout out to you, Pamela, for joining us all through. And to Claudia Okoras as well. She's been joining us all through the week, just popping in and staying with us all through. And to everyone that has joined us as well. Each one of you, we really appreciate you. Please share this with other people for us. There's so many names here tonight. So thank you guys. We all say big thank you. I'm looking at the Facebook there because I couldn't see the comments here on the live broadcast because we're on my profile, so which is quite different from when we're on the page. If you're on the page, you can see the live comments just right there. So thank you to everyone for joining us. We've had a wonderful evening together, and we've had a wonderful month all together each week. So, Wula.
Thank you so much. It's been wonderful.
Yeah, I think we're just going to sing each other out for tonight.